What's up, Collecting Crew? Welcome to the very first episode of How You Figure. I figured after these impromptu streams that I've been doing, I'd kind of make a show out of it. And yeah, now you're witnessing the birth of this new show. And with me, I have Mario, El Profesoro, as you guys know, and Mr. Beam, or S Beam, Superior Beam.
Superior beam. I like that.
Yeah, just made that up. Thank you for joining us. Whether you're watching now or you're catching the replay, I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. And speaking of, real quick, let's see who we have here. We have, oh my guy, as always, we have Sample. Sample comment, man. Thanks for showing up.
Shout, Sample.
You.
What's up, man?
Sample, what's up, Sample? Inside joke for those of you that caught the last impromptu stream. He made an appearance there too, so I gotta show some love. But Mario, how you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Just actually rearranging top shelf over here. Finally put Echo in the display, but I had to pull out a duplicate Coruscant guard. Got to pack that one away, so just to make room for all the more stuff that's coming in. But happy to be here, man. Happy to be here with amongst greatness.
I appreciate that, man. I'm honored. I'm flattered. But no, yeah, man. Thank you for joining me. I know
Thanks for having
you're
me.
a busy guy, and so far you're two for two on these impromptu streams. So I really appreciate you coming on. It helps we're in the same time zone too, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, Cali folks
thing.
gotta stick together, man.
Yeah, Cali. But however, showing the true determination and perseverance coming through on the stream, we have S Beam. Despite being in a different time zone, you were able to show up, man, and thank you for that. How are you doing? Oh, you're on mute, sir. I think you are. I can't hear
do
you.
that all the time.
It's all right.
But yeah, I just got done with work and then, yeah, invited me to the stream. So yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and thanks again for that comment there. I completely forgot. So thank you for keeping me honest on Facebook. I was like, oh yeah, duh. How can I forget? So yeah, but good call, man. Good looking out. All right, so we may get an additional guest in here. If not, it'll be us three. Either way, we're gonna get it going. Real quick, let me say what's up to the chat here. Got some others coming in. The legend, Mr. Kramer. Sir, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you watching, tuning in. How you doing? We're doing good. Let's see what here. Oh, see, Lane says, I just unboxed my Rogue One Shore Trooper Captain, and unfortunately, canister on back belt is broke off. Oh man. Hopefully,
Oh no.
that. Dang.
Bro, that's a pretty solid piece that's connected to the belt, isn't it? I don't understand how that can break off, but
yeah, that's kind of
sorry to hear that, Lane. That's a bummer.
Yeah, man, that always sucks. That's always a horrible feeling, right? Next to like getting that notification your package is delivered, opening the door, it's not there. The next worst thing would be to open your figure and to find something broken. It's like, oh no, cringe. Yeah. Also tuning in, we got Jake Salate for PO 6-scale reviews. Dan and or Dre,
Really?
what's up, bro? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Hopefully, we're not interrupting anything. Braden, my man, Feezy, the greatest viewer in the community.
Yep, there he is.
Yeah.
Subscribe to what? Braden's got a channel? How come I didn't know about this?
Subscribe.
When did that happen?
Wait, is that what you're?
The greatest viewer in the community has subscribed to. Has
Yeah.
subscribed. Oh, my bad. I'm looking at it differently.
Oh,
It's late. It's late for me.
Subscribe me. Oh, he's saying yeah.
Hey, I thought like
you.
that you subscribed to him or something like that. So I'm like, hold up.
Yeah, was there? If you're saying what I think you're saying, Braden, appreciate your support, man. Thank you for subscribing. If that's not what you meant, then thanks anyways for watching and tuning in. And of course, as always, Mr. the Kid, always appreciate your support, man. Thanks for coming through. Did I beat Sample? Not this time, man. I think Sample's clutch with the initial comment. He came in today.
Best car, you gotta turn those notifications, bro.
Yeah. No. Oh, okay. There we go. Clarification. Thanks, Braden, man. I appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you and all those watching now and later. Again, your time is valued, and thank you for choosing us to entertain you this evening. So we'll get more coming in, hopefully. If not, no worries. But we'll go ahead and go on with it. So, like I mentioned, new episode. How you figure? These impromptu streams have been coming about because I get ideas in my head, and I figured I don't like I said in previous streams, I don't always have a lot of time during the week, and so I try to squeeze in what I can, and that's what these two past impromptu streams have been. And yeah, and so it's been around this time where I've been having that, and so I figured, rather than trying to make a consistent show on a weekly basis, I kind of squeeze them in and make this a thing. So with having said that, if you haven't already, consider subscribing so you can get notifications on when those come up. Regardless, I'll put those schedule shows ahead of time on the socials like IG and Facebook, of course, and I'll try to give as much notice as I can. But obviously they're impromptu, so they go up either the same day or maybe the day before. So just be aware of that. And if you at any point like the content you're watching, consider dropping a like. And that helps everyone else get a hold of this and get the views on the replay. So that would be appreciated. But no worries. It's all support. It's all love. Coming in, Mr. Tolentino Renz. What's up, my guy? The talented, of course, man. Yeah, always fire drawings, man. I'm looking forward. I saw that. I see what that outline of that latest pick.
Oh yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah, he's got something good going on, man.
Yeah,
so looking forward to that.
I think. Yeah, Uncle Fester from Adam's Family is my guess. But no, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, check out Renz's IG. He has something. He's teasing something. So yeah, check him out. Always fantastic work. Best guard, Neytiri up for PO2. Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah, we had 2 figures just drop.
Oh man, so I gotta check those out after this. But yeah, so sorry, this is gonna be a shorter stream, about half an hour to an hour. I only have one topic. So yeah, with that being said, let's get started. So yeah, cash grabs or variants. This came about because Iron Strange arrival is imminent, right? And that's coming soon. And I've heard, a lot of people kind of bashing on it for one reason or another, which is, fair. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But I kind of just wanted to use this to go, and got me thinking. Okay, how is this different, basically, from previous releases that came out that could be considered either repaints or reusing some parts? And so I thought we kind of go through that, discuss that amongst our guests here, and see what we think of that. I kind of did some homework, did some digging, and let me bring this in here. I created this slideshow, so apologies if this is really I just threw this together last minute, so it's not obviously the best. If I got some things wrong, you can correct me in the comments or in the chat. Let me know, keep me straight. And that's actually why I have Beam and Mario here to kind of keep me honest, fact check me. They have the history. Obviously I'm a newish collector, so I may have caught everything, but that's why I have them here. They're my second pair of eyes. So going back, I went through, and the first ones that I saw were, I think, these here, all the way back 2006, 2007, were these Ed 209s. So on the left, you have the standard version. Oh, jumping ahead. You have the standard version. On the right, you have the battle damage. And so just by looking at these, again, I don't have any of these. This is before I started collecting Hot Toys for sure. They look like there's some reuse here, and obviously there's just like some battle damage paint, and the arm is broken. But what do you guys think? Do you guys know anything about this one?
I know that it cracks over time.
Is it?
Really?
Well, the dome, the actual dome itself. I believe on the second one, in the 2007 version, actually, it's known for cracking, and it looks. There are some out there that actually look pretty decent, but yeah, a lot of them are cracked. For anyone that's actually looking for that, keep an eye out for that.
Oh.
But yeah, man. I mean, this is the first one. What is that? 2006.
That's great.
Yeah, unless I'm mistaken, I think that's what I saw on the site I got it from. But again, correct me if I'm wrong. Anyone out there in the chat or in the comments?
Yeah, I'm not sure myself, but shit. I mean, how much a difference a year makes. I mean, the second one, the 2007 version looks like way more weathered and things like that. They both look pretty damn good, but I don't think that they actually released this a year apart from each other. I could be mistaken because I really don't know for sure, but yeah, this is something we've been we're obviously seeing this in the early days.
Yeah,
exactly.
in
in their production. So
Yeah, no, you're right. I noticed that too. That the weathering and the paint applications on just that 1 year difference is crazy. I wonder if that was kind of they actually improved that much, or they were like thinking, hey, what can we do to make this different and make it special, I should say. So I don't know, but yeah, I just thought it was interesting. And again, I threw this all together today, so I could be mistaken on some of the stuff. So yeah, just let me know again in the chat or in the comments, and correct me if I'm wrong on any of this stuff. So next one. Oh, sorry, Beam. You said you you weren't familiar with this, or
No, I wasn't. I'm not familiar with it. I mean, I know what it is, but
right?
yeah,
Okay.
not the figure.
Gotcha.
It's about 10 years before me.
Yeah. All right. So next one I came across was Aliens. So this is the Alien Warrior, 2007, 2008. Another one a year apart. Again, this the one on the right literally says a repaint version, and so yeah, they look kind of the same too. Again, this is just an initial glance. I kind of put these together, and I presume they're the one on the right is a direct repaint, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this? Do you have any other thoughts on this, or is this basically what it is?
Yeah, looks like this is the beginnings of them actually announcing a simple repaint. Aside from that, so it's interesting that you bring up something that goes back this far. Now I'm trying to remember the other Alien that recently dropped. I mean, not that recently, but the last one that we saw, was that a big chap or was that the Alien Warrior? I'm curious because it looks pretty damn similar, to that one.
Yeah. So there was another one. Oh, sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I was there.
No, I was gonna say there was another one I didn't put in here just because they were both aliens, so I figured I'd just pick one. But there's another Alien Warrior from AVP, the first AVP, and there was one that was regular and one that was a brown version. The regular one was kind of grayish, darkish, and I think those were repaints. I think the brown or the vice versa. Maybe the gray was the repaint of the brown. I can't remember. But either way, I believe they're similar. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, any of you out there. But yeah.
So the last one that we did see is actually from. It is the Alien Warrior. It's the same figure, but this was done back in 2015? I think it was. When it was announced. So I mean, quite a ways later. But from what I understand, the improvement isn't really much there.
Gotcha.
I still suffer from the same issues with some of the materials on the side that would actually tear. Remember D Knight was talking about that a lot, and the fact that you really can't pose these things either is a bit of a bummer. They're basically 6-scale statues. I mean, they look fantastic, but the articulation is sorely lacking with these figures, man.
Oh, are they?
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. Yeah, they do. They really don't move that much.
Oh, gotcha.
But I still want one.
Do you really?
Yeah,
Get one of these here?
Sure.
The newer one, that one, and Ripley. I've always had it like, I'll get it later. And I remember when they were out for pre-order, and I was like, I had Ripley on pre-order, but the Alien, I never did, just because it didn't look like that it moved. And my suspicions were correct, that it didn't, but they both look really damn good together. I just held off, and I missed them, so
yeah,
we'll just wait to see what happens later.
Yeah, when I was looking back, I was also surprised to see that they did a lot of figures from Aliens too. They made a lot of the Marines. I was like, wow, I didn't know they made some of those.
Yeah,
looked the best, but they were just the fact that they did. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting when you find when you go back, into the history, and I didn't know they did this or that or the other thing. It's really interesting.
It is, yeah, exactly. Beam, what about you? Any thoughts or knowledge on this?
No knowledge on here. I wasn't collecting back then.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you can see that they're pretty much the same figure. Obviously, it just says repaint, but it's maybe it needed one. I don't know. That's why they released a repaint, or they just won. Maybe where people were clamoring for a different color.
Yeah. Huh. Maybe. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know why. Maybe. Yeah, I didn't think about the actual color. The reason why they did the different color.
It's possible it could be some sort of special edition why they did that. They tend to do that from time to time. They'll put out a variant just for variant's sake. We still see it these days, man. Look at the Neon Tech figures, right? I mean, we've got the body there for for a Grail, a Mark IV or a Mark VI. But what are they doing with it? They're painting it black and putting neon stripes on it, man.
Hold that
So,
thought.
yeah.
Hold that thought.
Yep.
We're not
All
there
right,
yet.
all right, all right, all right.
We're not there yet. All right. Continuing on. Let's see here. One more. Sorry. Going on to. Backwards. And there we go. So 2009. Speaking of Iron Mans, we got the initial Mark IIIs here. So on the left, we have the regular version, right? They both came out the same year. On the right, we have the gunmetal Mark III, which I believe, again, correct me if I'm wrong, any of you out there, is just a repaint of this initial Mark III. But
It is.
yeah, what do you guys think?
And it goes for a pretty penny nowadays. if you want to hear too.
Exactly. This thing is an absolute grail. I don't understand. I mean, I understand why, but I mean, considering its age and the I don't know, the way they molded it, man. It's way outdated, but it's just one of those things that's just it's such a rarity that it's just going for crazy money these days. I'm curious to know, because I wasn't collecting these things back then, but I know of it. If it could have been one of those things like when I don't know if you guys are familiar with a milk product. Sometimes they'll put out like a milk variant that's like it's like they did it with a War Machine. It was like this color, but it was like kind of like it had like white aspects to it too for the Mark One. This was the plastic version, not the die cast, way back when. And they've done it before with some other, I think with a couple of other characters too. There's like a milk variation, so it could have been something to that extent.
Well,
where
similar
this
to
was
like
some special edition.
the Stealth 7.
Yeah. Well, was it still 7 a milk edition?
I think it was like the people call it the chocolate one.
The chocolate, yeah, because it was all a little brown and black, but yeah. Yeah, I remember
Wow,
that.
so I didn't know this was still going for a high price. Do you guys know why? Is it just because it's the first one, or?
It's a rarity, man. It's all
it's
plain
limited?
simple.
Yeah, I'm
It's
not sure
extremely
they even
limited.
made a lot of them either too. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe that usually does it, right? Limited quantities.
How much
but-
are you seeing it go for, dude?
Me, I haven't looked. I'm not personally looking for this one, but
I thought you were. No, I thought you said you were looking right now at the price or something like that, and you just reacted.
Oh, no.
I'm
I
looking
just.
now. Hang on.
Oh, Beam's.
Oh, Beam's got it.
He's on it. While he's doing that, let me address the chat here. Andre, my man, thank you for coming through. I need an updated Warrior. The Jaws danger zone.
Yeah.
He's referring to the alien.
The first one that popped up is $3,000.
You can ask for that, but will you actually get it? Who knows?
Yeah, I know.
Sold listings,
Right.
though, man. See what I mean?
Are there others around that price though, or is that the only
There's
one?
another one for $1,300.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
It's like another one for $1,300, $2,100.
Wow.
Those are
I've
the
seen them go for
only.
about 13 or so. That sounds.
Those are the
about
only
right.
4.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
they're rare, man.
All these people have 100% rating too. So
Oh, nice.
That-
Tukatri, thank you for coming through, man. Appreciate it. Wow, finally an ATRO going on the the pre-O's.
Yeah, they want to talk about the Avatar, man. Don't want to
Yeah.
talk
Yeah,
about
they do.
this right now.
Well, if we have time and you guys are up for it afterwards, I'll quickly
Yeah.
pull it up and we'll discuss.
Uh-huh.
Let's see here. And my guy, my dude,
Treble
the man
dust.
himself, Tremble
Tremble
Dust.
Dust.
Thank you for coming through, man. Appreciate you. And 12 viewers. I got to say, that's a record for me. So I appreciate you all watching and
Awesome,
tuning in.
man.
Yeah, that's really humbling, man. I know I'm a newer content creator, so yeah, I appreciate all of
So
you.
for all 12 of you that are in here, man, drop a like if you haven't subbed already. Sub to my man Feezy, man. He's got some content coming out. So yeah, let's do Feezy a service.
I
Appreciate
gotta
it.
stop
Thanks,
looking at
Mario.
eBay again. No,
Yeah.
I gotta put that
It's time for us
Watch
to
out, Beam.
plenty of time for
I
Abby
just-
Garces.
I just saw an Iron Man that I need. That's at a decent price too. I was like, nope, I gotta
A
put that
separate
away.
one?
Yeah, it was the Midas.
Oh, yeah. Absolute
What's up,
Irwin, my
man?
man, thank you for coming through.
What's up,
So-
Erwin? What's going on, brother?
Mario and his Beam, episode 1. Yes, sir, episode 1. And not the Phantom Menace one.
Hey, what's wrong with Phantom Man?
Yeah. No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying that's not that one. That episode 1. It had its moments.
It did.
Yeah. All right. So let me go on to the next one here while I try to. I think we have a guest here that's trying to pop in, but seems to be having issues. So while I work on that. Let me go through the next one real quick. Here now. Speaking of, the next one. There we are. So yeah, of course, there's a plethora of neon techs. The one left.
You say.
Yeah, a plethora.
Plethora.
Yeah. Would you say I have a plethora? A plethora of
What's
Iron
up,
Man?
Danny?
Yeah, so this one on the left, I found out was, I don't know. You guys let me know while I kind of do some troubleshooting. But these seem similar, both from Iron Man 2. The one on the left is obviously from 2018. Whoops.
Whoa.
On the right, surprise, not surprise. The one on the right is from this past year. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but obviously, we have these neon techs. Again, there's a bunch of them. I would say they're direct repaints, right? I mean, you just get the original suits and they're repainted. But yeah, you guys, let me know your guys' thoughts on that while I check on our here.
Yeah, no, this is an absolute repaint of the Mark IV. I mean, as we all know, like I said before, I guess some would say a grail of a suit right now. I know there's collectors out there that really want the original version to come back, just because we're starting to get all these Iron Man original ones, Mark 1 through 7, that are coming out. So one of the Mark IV is, I guess kind of coveted right now, considering that. But yeah, look at what they're doing. They're just painting the whole thing black and just slapping some neon stripes on it, like I mentioned earlier. They look dope in these photos, man. I can't lie. Looking at the solicitation photos, they look fantastic. But seeing him in person, though, man, is another thing. I wasn't really much of a fan of him, just because I think all the black just drowns out all the intricate details that are in that Iron Man suit. So it's really a head scratcher, man. Like, why would they re-release it with the gantry, man? I mean, the original ones were never really well received, man. I mean, not
original
not just
gantries,
this, but no. I'm talking about the original neon tech.
Oh,
series.
neon techs, gotcha.
Right. The Mark 6 that followed after that. I think, like I said, they look dope, in these photos. But and also, man, the what was it, the Mark 1 War Machine? Again, all repaints. I just don't understand. If they weren't that well received, why would they bring it out again with a gantry? They're making something that's that much more expensive for someone not many people cared about. But yeah, we'll have that same argument that, hey, it's for the Asian market. It's not really for the States. And if that's the case, then just keep it for the Asian market. Don't even bring it here to the States. I mean, Sideshow took the opportunity to bring it over here, and it's going to be a bummer if we see it just sit on their shelves, man. But yeah, they do this a lot with these repaints.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I had the same thoughts exactly. Like they have to be releasing these for a reason, right? I mean, again, this is another figures a lot of people bash on, but I don't think Hot Toys is going to just put out figures just cause and lose money if there's a possibility they're not going to sell, right? So obviously there's something going on. They figure maybe it is the Asian market, and if they're already going to do that, they know they're going to make some money from there. Then might as well kind of spread it across overseas, and even if they're already making up their money in the Asian market, why not expand to other countries where they could sell a few more, right? It's just, I think, an additional bonus. So maybe that's why they're doing that. I'm not sure. But no, yeah, I had the same thought. I honestly like this color scheme right here. That's why I personally chose these over the other ones. But yeah, I think I'm personally going to pass on these. But they look cool to me. I like the way they look, honestly. Yeah, Beam, what do you think?
I've never been a fan of these suits. When I get an Iron Man, I want it to look like an Iron Man figure. So, I've never seen one in hand, so I can't really truly judge one on how it looks. So, but yeah, they've never appealed to me. I just thought they were, cash grabs, as you would from the thumbnail of this stream. But I'm also a firm believer that everything they make is a cash grab. So no matter what.
Well, that's just, I think, that's just a typical business model. I mean, everything technically really is a cash grab, bro.
Yep.
But I mean, there's just some that we see that were just that are in recent memory come out again. It's like, come on, So we're all gonna call that out.
And it's for they make stuff for their market over there. So that's the big reason why I think these things, like Mario was saying, is that they should just sell them over there, or they probably do sell better over there. So it's just, I don't know, maybe they're just more exclusive for for us U.S. fans of Hot Toys. Excuse me.
I think that's definitely, I think that's the
But
case. And they're
if
just,
you love them, man, go for it.
Real
Yeah.
quick, man. Tremble Dust in the chat mentioned that, rest in peace to Lisa Marie Presley. If you guys haven't
no
heard,
way.
she passed away earlier tonight. So
Oh
I
man.
think she was like 54 or 56.
Yep, 54.
Wow.
Yeah, cardiac arrest or something like that, man. It's gone way too soon, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, man, we're losing a lot of people
It's scary.
too young recently. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Man, I don't know what's going on. That's crazy. Yeah, R.I.P. So thanks for sharing that news, Trimble. I didn't hear about it. Okay. I think we're getting a breakthrough here. Yeah, I think so. Let's see here.
Come on.
You're just I know. Don't see the video. Come on. I know he's coming through. Yeah, it's kind of like coming through.
Come on. We're getting a plethora of guests in the chat, dude. Too awesome, man.
Let me go through some of these real quick. Let's see. We got conversation going on. Let's see. If I need a new desk lamp, maybe, but for now, nope.
Damn, Trumble just got money to burn, man. If you're gonna buy like Neon Tech desk lamps, bro. Damn.
I think we got. Let me bring him in. I think he's ready. We can hear him. Let's see here. Without further ado, let's keep the suspense. We got Anthony, SixScaleMafia. Can you hear us?
Hey, can you hear me? Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man?
We can hear you, but we can't see you.
Hey, what's up? I don't know why my camera's not working. I'm working on it.
Gotcha. No worries. Yeah, it may. Well, we can at least hear you, so that's
But you guys
that's
can
an
hear
important
me?
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
Yep. Thanks for joining me, man. I know you had a busy day. You're just busy in general, so I appreciate you making time to come in here, like the other guests here, and everyone else watching.
Of
so yeah, man,
course.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, man, it's awesome, dude. First episode.
Yeah. Thanks for being my first guest on this new show, among these other two guys here.
Hey! We were here first, man.
I know. So I said among these other two guys here.
Yeah, you heard him. He said among you other two. Come on.
No. That's not what I didn't hear. I did not hear that at all, bro.
That's not what I heard. Yeah. No, you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, appreciate all you guys.
Out your ear.
Well,
Yeah, I know. I gave everyone props already. Yeah, and their time for making a commitment. So you want to jump in here, Anthony, and give your thoughts? I don't know if you've kind of been listening to what we've been saying so far, but you want to jump in on this Neon Tech or just the preview? Anything else that we already discussed?
Let's see. So we're looking at. What are we looking at here? The original and then the reissue? I didn't know the context. Sorry.
Yeah, no, so I'm just going through and I kind of thought it'd be interesting to go back in time, Hot Toys time, and see what other figures they put out that were either like a variant or repaints, basically, or some sort of reuse. And so I already went through Ed 209, Alien, and the Mark III, Iron Man Mark III, the original, and then now we're on this Neon Tech. But yeah, kind of just showing, basically Hot Toys has been doing this for a while. It's like since the beginning, basically. They've been putting out these repaints and kind of seeing, we're like, I don't know if you want to call it a stigma, but a cash grab versus a variant, basically, like how we perceive what these are. And Mario made the point, but yeah, it's like kind of like the business model, right? They put out these variants because most likely they presume they're going to make money, which I think they will, right?
Okay, I can hear you, but bear with me because I think it just goofed up.
Oh, okay. Let me.
Yeah, you got pretty loud. And
yeah, I'm gonna turn you down a little bit. There we go. Okay, do your thing. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and carry on to the next one. Then while you let me know when you're ready here. All right, next slide here. More recent, the bobas, and I'm not talking about the drinks. So we got there's a couple of them, right? So I just brought in these two, and again, correct me if I'm wrong. The animated version here is a repaint of the Return of the Jedi boba, and the one on the right is a quote unquote repaint of the Empire Strikes Back boba. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Gotcha. And so what about these? Do you guys feel like these are cash grabs also, or do you guys think it's okay to be seen as variants? What's your take on these, Mario?
I think these are more cash grabs with a purpose. Just because now hear me out. The first ones are it's a repaint of Return of the Jedi, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this actually was his first appearance ever. You know, first showed up in the animated form for the holiday special way back when.
Mm-hmm.
Was it 78, 79? So this one it makes sense. You know, I remember at the time people were just clowning it, you know, just because of where it actually came from.
Yep.
And it wasn't until The Mandalorian dropped and everybody suddenly wanted it. You know, there was like no Boba Fett's on the market or available other than this, man. So this one got snagged up really quick, man. And yeah, and it's a grail now. It's insane that something like this is now a freaking grail.
Yeah.
Same one with the black suit, man. It's both of these are definitely cash grabs, man. But again, like I said, with a purpose. This was a portrayal of something that happened in one of the comics. Maybe not everybody is like privy to it, but I haven't really read the comic yet. But I'm kind of familiar with it. I understand what happened, and but some of these, even though it's a repaint and a cash grab, even though we say like a lot of other stuff, yeah, man, it's swag. I don't want to get it, blah, blah, just because it's a cash grab repaint. But yet at the same time, I'm like, oh my gosh, this looks so dope. I don't care if it's a repaint, fuck a cash grab. I'm gonna get it anyway because it looks so dope. And that's what I did with the arena suit, man. I saw it and I was like, I have to have that. I have to have that, man. I mean, not with the repaint, cool, yeah, but that axe that it came with, man, the spear that it came with, and yeah, everything else, sure, it's a repaint of the Empire version of Boba, but I mean, it's not just this one too, bro. I don't know if you're familiar with the Kenner repaint. Also, again, it's another cash grab, but I think that was one of the first anniversary package figures that they did.
Yeah.
So that one was just an homage to the Kenner product back in the day, which was freaking gorgeous, man. I'm such a sucker for that. The packaging, the fact that they repainted just like in the Kenner colors for the Boba Fett.
Yeah.
And I'm just a sucker, for that stuff personally. So I think we're all hypocrites, when it comes to this. We're just gonna pick and choose what we like, and just like trash on everything else. But
you talking about the 375 Kenners or which ones?
Yeah, the original 375 one that came out. Yeah,
that's a good point.
The original rocket firing figure.
Yeah, just on collectibles in general. But I'll come back to that. Beam, what about you? What are your thoughts on this cash grab or variants, or how do you see these?
Well, I think I lean more towards just variants, to be honest with you. But yeah, they're definitely repaints. They're reused product. But that I've had that arena suit in hand, and he's just awesome. I even did a little stop motion with him. I'm not sure if that if it had ratcheted knees back then, but this one did, and that impressed me very much. So
so here's where the name of the show comes in. So you're saying that you see these as variants, whereas I think the ones I think the Iron Mans, or I forgot what the previous ones were, like the Neon Techs, were cash grabs. So you see these as variants. How you figure
that they're variants?
Yeah, and not cash grabs.
And not.
How do you figure?
I think there's more of a uniqueness to them than just like they're set. Like that's from the cartoon, that's from the comic book. Neon Techs aren't from anything except for whoever likes Neon Techs.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So
I gotcha. It's like a concept.
If you were like some people who all must collect all Boba Fett's, then this works for you. Yeah.
Okay, so source material is your basis, I guess, for the difference between the two. I gotcha. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I hear you on that. Anthony, can you hear me? Are you there?
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
I don't think he's here.
Do you want to build? No, I can't. I'm not monetizing. I keep forgetting. I can sing whatever I want.
Yeah, you can go for it, bro.
Anthony, do you want to build a snowman? Still, yeah, can't think we're still having issues on your end, but yeah, just chime in and let us know. You can put in the chat if you need to what's going on, but yeah, let us know when you are ready to come back in. All right, so then that brings us to our final one here. There we go, sensitive mouse. The man himself, Iron Strange. So yeah, like I mentioned before, a lot of people were. We got one more guest. Sorry, real quick before I jump into this, we got another guy in here joining us. Another guest, Mr. Low Key Calvin Williams. Man, how you doing?
Hey.
Oh, and he went out too.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, he's there. I swear, I saw him. But yeah, when he comes back in. So yeah, a lot of people were kind of bashing on this, which is fair. I'm not saying, I'm not here to say that they're wrong. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, obviously. Again, cash grab, right? A lot of people are kind of using the term cash grab on this, and maybe it is. Maybe all the ones that we've seen before could be considered a cash grab. Maybe they can be considered as variants. It's just perspective, right? We all see them differently. And to touch on what you mentioned earlier, Mario, about the Kenners, right? I've only been collecting Hot Toys for about like a year or so, but I've been collecting other things in general, and everything that I've collected have some sort of variant, right? They came out with like a variation of a figure, different things. You mentioned obviously the Kenner. Comics have variants. There's the comic cards. I was collecting those. There's a bunch of different things that have variants, and so I don't know. So you can kind of see those as cash grabs also, or you can just see them as that as a variant, or just like different versions of something. And so yeah, I don't know. So that's all basically to sum it up. Mario, going back to you on this. Cash grab versus variants. What's your takeaway from everything that we've seen here? What's your overall thought?
The problem is with my thought process. I just think, I'm a firm believer that everything's a cash grab. No matter what it is. But in the sense that we've seen, so this is just a variant of the Mark 50, right? But the thing is that that figure's been sitting in stock for the longest time, and it's still in stock to this day, I believe. So what's mind-boggling is, why would Hot Toys take the time and effort to take something that is sitting on a shelf? Granted, they already paid for this, I'm sure. I mean, Hot Toys got paid for this no matter what. And why would Sideshow agree to bring this out? Considering all the extra stock that's sitting there. But yeah, there's definitely accessories in here that the Mark 50 didn't come with, obviously. This is obviously based off, deleted scenes in Infinity War, the Iron Strange, in which some people don't agree that this should have been a thing. But I think it looks dope. I mean, I think it really, really looks cool, man. The special chest piece, for the Doctor Strange, the effects that should have come with the freaking Mark 50 that are in the back, that should have been there. But again, they're capitalizing on adding extra accessories that are specific, to this Iron Strange. But I still believe, without a shadow of doubt, that this is still a cash grab. Although, I'm picking it up. I still need to pre-order it, man. I do plan on picking it up. I know it's due to ship pretty soon, and actually, domestically. But this is something that I want to have for the collection, mainly just because of the completionist mentality, that I have, right? Going for the Infinity War line, and this is something that, I can definitely use for the collection.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do like it. It's something that. But when it first came out, I was like Manny, just shitting all over it, just because we still have a Mark 50. But definite cash grab. But I'm picking it up anyway.
Yeah. Beam, what about you? What's your? I know you kind of said it in your the previous figure. What your difference is between a cash grab and a variant in your mind? But anything else to add to that, or anything else?
Well, I feel like this one walks that line right in between that cash grab to variant, because it is concept art. I mean, it never saw fruition in the movie, so it walks that fine line. I mean, this falls into some other collectors that I know as a niche figure.
Mm-hmm.
So, it would definitely attract those types of collectors who like those standout figures that don't really exist in the MCU or any other genre, as it were.
Yeah.
So I agree with Mario. He's a really cool figure, but I won't be picking it up. But yeah, he's a really cool figure.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's a good way to put it. It's just we've heard before. It's not going to be for everybody. But yeah, I'll touch on where I sit on this after we get through. Calvin, you good, man? Can you hear us? Nope, we can't hear you. You're mute.
No voice, no mic. Heard something.
Nope, still can't hear you.
Away.
Yeah, take a few minutes.
Calvin, I think you still got the Mickey Mouse thing going on, bro.
Yeah,
I thought I heard something.
Anthony, can you hear us?
I can hear
There
you. Can
he
you hear me?
is.
Hey,
I mean, yeah, coming through.
All right. Yeah, I was trying to do it on my phone, but it wasn't working. So
Yeah.
need to get everything booted up over here. No worries, man, at all.
Better late than never. It's all good, man.
Man.
Yeah, so a lot to sum up on and catch up on. But yeah, please let us know anything that we discussed before. We're kind of approaching like our final thoughts here. But yeah, go ahead, man. What's your take on this whole cash grab versus variant label of these figures?
Ooh. Okay, so is this a cash grab or is it a variant?
Yeah, I guess we can. Yeah, how do you see that? And then what's your take between the two? Like, what's your thought on whether a figure is a cash grab or a variant, or both, or neither?
That's a good one. For this, I think it's a variant. I think this is pretty cool. Because I mean, one could argue, what is it like? It's kind of like the Mark 50. You do get Mark 50 accessories that the Mark 50 didn't get. But more importantly, it's a concept piece, right? Yeah. So this was an idea in the movies. They just decided not to utilize it.
Yep.
Similar to, the concept cap or the concept Mark 46, I think, or was it 47?
Yeah. 46.
So I think it was 46. Yeah. So I think it's kind of cool. It's a neat piece, Is it a cash grab? Probably. I don't think so. I think it's if you want something that's interesting that was a concept design, then that's for you, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't see it as a cash grab for this. The earlier though, when I was having problems, the reissue with the gantry, kind of, I can kind of see it that way.
So that? Sorry to cut you out. Just to confirm. No. So is that a reissue of the original Neon Tech?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same figure.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That's interesting. That's like a double whammy, right? Because it's a repaint and it's a reissue of a repaint.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny. But okay, I didn't know that. But thanks for clarifying.
Yeah, but these things sell though. So the thing is maybe somebody who's into these would see this new one with the gantry and then they'll bite for it because they want it. That's their setup, right? So yeah. It's kind of a tough one. I mean, what is a cash grab? I mean, I think Mando Deluxe with Child was somewhat, but I think it's also an unfortunate set of timing though too, because Hot Toys has to work with these companies and then they can't release something quite right away and then it takes time. So by the time Mando Deluxe with Child came out, well, Disney's already moved on to season 2 of Mando, and then they decided, okay, let's give him the dark saber and the spear and make him chrome. People would argue, well, should he have been chrome the first iteration? Maybe. So that's where people kind of lie within that one, right? Where they're like, well, that's kind of a cash grab because it just came out and then there's another Mando. But I don't know if I really subscribe to cash grabs though, because there's always something for everybody. And if you missed something, even though it was right away, or maybe you just see this other version that someone was going to end up buying, right? Like, cause we don't have to buy it. So that's kind of how it's hard for me to really pinpoint like what exactly is a cash grab. Exactly. If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, yeah, it does. And that was another thing that I was thinking, right? It's like, is it really a cash grab if they put this out and say it's not the best, right? Or a lot of people don't want it. Then are Hot Toys willing to put it out if they know it's not going to sell, right? Is it considered a cash grab if no one buys it, basically? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, they would have to have a plan, or they calculated the numbers to be like, okay, we're going to put this out, we're going to at least make our money here, and we'll try to toss it in these other markets and see how it does. But I don't know. I wouldn't. That's I don't know. I would feel like there's some sort of strategy behind that, right? Putting these out, and like you said, and others have mentioned, continuing to put these Neon Tech figures out. But
well, yeah, I mean, there definitely is. There's a strategy and a schedule, and then you have to factor in that this one, the original was a Toy Fair 2018, and then Q4 of 2022 they show it again. It's 4 years later.
Yeah.
So if now let's rewind it though. Let's say 2018 Toy Fair exclusive was this figure, and then 2019 Toy Fair exclusive was the same figure but with the gantry. See, then we would be singing a different song, I think.
So you think it's more of a timing thing than whether or not we can actually define it as a cash grab?
Yeah, see, because then I would be like, that's a cash grab. What the hell? I just bought this. And a year later, you're giving it to me again with a gantry?
Yeah, just like, what is the Iron Man that came out? Did you mention this earlier? The one that came
Mark
out
V.
by itself, and then it came out with the base? Was that like the 40, the Mark V, you said?
That's a good example.
Yeah.
46, or was it the 5?
No, it was the Mark
So
V.
it was the Mark V.
Oh,
yeah, because whatchamacallit, it had just recently hit stock for Sideshow, because this is the time where they would have that delay. So it had recently just became available, ships next day from Sideshow, and then Hot Toys drops another Mark V with the base, but they removed a couple other items from it, right? But they include the base because it had a sculpt, right? The Mark V has a sculpt.
Yeah, it has a sculpt. It has a suitcase also. I believe they probably removed that as well.
Yeah, so that's kind of weird, right? Now, is it a cash grab? They did say it was supposedly was that the Shanghai store opening? I don't remember, but
One of those stores, yeah.
It's for an event, right? So they did it as an event, but I still feel like that's kind of a cash grab in a way, because it just came out. So you're like, oh,
yeah.
What if I bought that? Now I want this one with the base, but the original has the head sculpt and the suitcase, and so it's tough. It's tough to say.
Yeah, and I think another cash grab also, you might want to consider are these variant, these chrome versions of these stormtroopers that come out. Stormtroopers, clone troopers, whether it be gold chrome or just chrome, because we've seen troopers time and time again, right? Being like what you were saying earlier, they're not really from anything that we've seen. They just put them up there, as a cash grab, put them up in limited quantity, in theory, and just expect to capitalize on the hype that it could possibly generate from within the community of the Star Wars fans. Me myself, when I saw them, I was personally excited. I thought they looked cool, And come on, Jay, we're Mexican, bro. We get excited for chrome shit, No,
you're right. But see, then it's under the guise of celebration,
that
right?
Too.
You get a clone trooper, a clone death trooper, and it's.
But those are those particular figures, man. But later on, we did see the chrome stormtrooper, not the clone.
Right, but that was also part of Shanghai exclusive grand opening for the store.
Exactly.
So they have reasons. I mean, whether we want to agree with them or not, right? We had Star Wars Celebration figures. We have a Shanghai store opening figure. So there's a reason behind them, right? If they just, I suppose if there was no celebration, there was no Shanghai store, and right now as regular old evening, like how they just dropped those avatars, right? Just regular old evening, they're like, here's a chrome death trooper, here's a chrome clone trooper. I would be like, oh yeah, that kind of feels like they're reaching a little, right? So is it because they put some kind of meaning behind it? Does that make it okay? You see what I'm saying? Because they were designed for something, an event.
You can say the same for the porcelain trooper. There was nothing behind that thing when that thing dropped. That just showed up. We're like, what the hell is this? That figure got clowned, when it came out.
Was that on Sideshow?
It was. Yeah, it
Which
was
one
on Sideshow.
wasn't? Was it like that chocolate bronze that wasn't on? One of them wasn't on
Yeah.
Sideshow.
The chocolate bronze one wasn't on
Okay.
Sideshow. The gold chrome made it. I don't think that the chocolate bronze one made it, from what I remember.
Oh, okay.
No, because I think that was like a Japanese only or something. Or
that was another one where they were celebrating a store opening, I believe.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, that was a while ago actually.
Yeah,
the Mark 7 is another variant that gets repainted a lot.
Oh yeah.
Beam and I were actually talking about it earlier, man. With all the different variants that some were actually used for the movies. In Iron Man 3, we see with the Midas, with a couple other figures that actually utilize. I think the Mark 9 has some pieces of it. The chest armor, and the shoulder plates and all that stuff. And then we see it again with the stealth variant. And then there was a white one, and there was a brown one, a black and brown one too, man. So.
Oh yeah.
For me, again, they really didn't have any no presence in any other media, so they were extremely niche. I would classify that as a cash grab also, man. But
Gotcha.
still, they were using Mark 7 like crazy.
Kind of like what Beam was saying earlier, right? Like with his definition, it has to be based on something, right? That would differentiate it from a cash grab or a variant. There's like the source material basically is there. So it's kind of like along the same lines as what you're saying, Mario.
In a sense, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I gotcha. Calvin, my guy, you there? I think he's still working on his. I think he's still having issues too. But yeah, man, just let us know. Put it in the chat here in this private chat. Let me know if you're good or not. And do your thing though in the meantime. But yeah, so kind of going on my take. So some of you may be asking yourself, like, damn, Fizzy, you put this whole slideshow together just to justify this Iron Strange. And to that I say, damn right I did. No, I'm
man.
No, seriously though, like I agree. I like this. I think I like the way it looks, and I personally pre-ordered it because I'm digging it, man. It's a one-off, and it was really cool. I like Doctor Strange. I like Iron Man. Combine those together. And it's just cool. Granted, I don't have a Mark 50 or I don't have a normal Doctor Strange. If I did, I might have, have reconsidered, like, do I need these? On that same note, though, it's kind of weird because I don't have, like I said, any normal Doctor Stranges, but I'm getting the variations, right? I'm getting this one and I'm getting the Dead Strange, which, oh man, really looking forward to that one. So, don't have the regular Strange, but all that to say, everyone out there watching, any type of collector, new, existing, if there's something you like, there's something that you love, don't let anyone disparage you from getting it, right? It's something you like in your collection, feel free to get it. Don't, people are obviously going to have their opinions, different viewpoints, and, again, we're saying things are cash grabs, or they can be considered variants. It's all how you perceive it, right? But in the end, just get what you like, get what you love. And enjoy it. As long as you enjoy it, that's what matters. As all these guys here on the stream and others have said, it's about what you like, what you love, what represents your collection. And I just wanted to put this stream on to say that, to go over our variations, right? What we think the cash grab versus the variant consensus is, and to say, hey, there's some people actually out there who like this. I'm one of them. Mario's one of them. So at least makes two. So Hot Toys is selling two of those figures.
Absolutely, man.
Whether they're going to sell the other ones, I don't know. It's up to everyone else. Everyone else's decision, right? So But Mario, you have anything else to add on this?
I don't think this is the last we're going to see of anything like this, man. They're still going to continue these different kinds of variants, and it's going to be interesting to see what the community feels about everything. Still call them cash grabs, or is everybody going to swoon over the latest variant?
So, yeah, I know, right?
We'll see, man. We'll see, dude.
We'll see. Beam, what about you?
As far as this figure?
Or not just in general,
just
like
in general.
Any other thoughts or takeaways?
There's going to be lots of variants, I'm sure. Lots of variants. Yeah. We'll see it from Star Wars, Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully they look good. Hopefully they're worth getting.
Yeah. Yep. All right, what about you, Anthony? Any other thoughts, considerations, takeaways?
Well, I mean, it just depends on what the figure is, to be honest with you. In my opinion, like if I see something that is a strange variant, I mean, not like this, so no pun intended here, but like just something different, then I'm gonna probably jump on it if I like it. It doesn't necessarily have to be screen accurate. You know, if it's a variant of some sort that I'm into, I'm in.
Yeah.
You know, like this Strange is really cool, but I'm not really collecting MCU stuff to the point where I want this specifically, right? Like maybe if I had a Mark 50, because I could use those accessories and kind of have like a team up of swords. You do something, right? But I don't have many of the actors anymore as far as my collection, so it's like he's a little off for me. But I don't think he's a cash grab. Like I said, I think he's pretty cool. He's unique. It's a concept piece. Yeah. I think it stands out in a collection. You know, if you have other people that may be looking at your collection, for example, you know, someone who's, you know, versed in, you know, MCU or whatever, and they're like, what is that? I've never seen that before. Be like, oh, well, that was a concept piece that they, you know, were toying their ideas around with that they, you know, that never came out, you know. But so I like that. I think that's cool.
Yep. Yeah, that, and you bring up a good point that I was also going to touch on. So I don't know for sure, right? But I think it's highly likely they're probably not going to make this again. I don't think they'll
reissue
this.
No, it's
right?
done.
So this is
one and done.
So for those of you who are out there in exclusivity, I know this isn't an exclusive per se, but I think it seems like a majority of people are going to pass on this, which is, again, it's fine. It's everyone's call. But usually when that happens, right, that's an indicator of, okay, low numbers, you know, they won't make as much. Like, there's not a high in interest. And then usually when that happens, there's obviously not as many out in the wild, right? And that kind of drives up the value for it down the line. I'm not saying that's going to happen. That's just my thought, right? It's a one-off. It's going to be low batches because there's not a lot of interest. And then in the end, it may be a sought-after piece for whatever reason I'm thinking. But that's usually how it goes, right? It's usually the non-popular stuff that doesn't get a lot of batches that ends up being worth a lot. The example I have in my head is different collective or different category altogether, but video games, right? I know there's some NES cartridges, for instance, that they made a low number on because they just weren't that great. But because they're so rare nowadays, you know, they're worth a lot of money. And I'm sure you guys can think of some figures like that as well, right? There's some that aren't the best, but because you guys mentioned the Mark III earlier, right? There's just low numbers, but it's plastic, right? They have, obviously, they're doing die-cast versions now. So depending on whether you think that's better or not, it's just low quantities. And that was a popular character. So, but from what you guys, it seems like what you're saying, there was a low number made or out there, and that drives up the price. But
I mean, if you look at some of the older figures, like Mario and I have, maybe like the Death Star Gunner or any iteration of the Snow Troopers, they were low. They were low numbers. You know, they sold out fairly decent pace, even for back then. So there are certain things like that, right? Which is interesting because I'm wondering what's going to happen now in 2023. A lot of the stuff coming out has lower numbers. So is that going to balance things out? I mean, I'm not sure if, you know, we're going to have to see what happens when some of these, like when Peacemaker comes out, he's the first one. When those figures start coming out, right?
Well, one is coming out that was shown on the Coming Soon page, and that was a Clone Trooper, dude. Phase 1 Clone Trooper was on that list. That's
true. So
the wait list is already full for that thing.
Yep.
So let's see if Sideshow sticks to their word and see if this is actually waitlisted or not.
Yeah, because that begs the question. Remember, we were talking about that, Mario. Is like, what happens then? The Hong Kong resellers, they're not going to give it to us cheap when they know we can't get it.
Oh, they're going to go back to how it was before.
Yeah, they're going back to the old days.
That thing will double in price, and that's what some people are going to pay for it.
They're going to start selling them for $450.
Yep, it's unfortunate, man, but that's how it was. That's how it was, man. Before this whole thing, you know, before Hot Toys were broken, you know.
Yeah, right. No, yeah, exactly. So I think that's what they've been doing. They've been course correcting. So it's going to be really interesting to see if this is going to be like Mario said, like how it was for us back in the day. I think they're going backwards.
Yeah, and like you guys mentioned
Yeah.
before, right? It's just the market readjusting.
Exactly.
And yeah, so I mean, it happens, right? It happens in different businesses and retailers, right? Just kind of
Yeah.
adjust with the times. But
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of reaction too with collectors, just like refocusing on what they really, really want, because now everybody has to make a decision.
Mm.
Because if these things are really going to hit waitlist that fast, okay, do you really want it? How soon do you want it? The bargain bin days are going to be over, for the most part. There are some figures that may drop like around Spooktacular that we may see some sort of a discount, but if anything, you might see like a traditional $25 off coupon or something like that. All the heavy discounts that we saw previously, you don't expect that to happen again. That's not going to happen again.
Gotcha. Not anytime soon, anyways.
Not anytime ever, dude. That's not happening again, dude. Once Sideshow gets all their stock figured out, and adjusted, yeah, they're. I'm sure we'll not see those types of discounts again.
Gotcha. Time will tell, man. Time will tell. All right. Well, if nobody has anything else to add, I guess we'll. You guys want to take a look at these Avatar figures real quick, or are you guys doing on time?
Let's go. We're already here, man.
We can peek at
Yeah, the
them.
chat's been asking about them.
So, I know. Yeah, let's take a look at them since they dropped during the stream. Breaking news. Let's see here. I know, right? Let's do another one and another. Let's see here. Chrome. We'll start with Jake Sully. Let's see if I'm doing this right. Nope. Try that again.
Let's go to the Facebook page, bro.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm just trying to share that screen. Wait, there we go. That's the one. Here we go. I think this is the right one. Jake Sully. Okay. And we saw this before, right? They're going with the exposed instead of the seamless. That's always the debate, right? There's half and half.
Well, you have to consider you sacrifice realism for articulation.
Exactly.
And I think that's what they decided to choose the route they chose here, man.
Yeah, and it's always there's always a divider, right? There's those that like the articulation and want more of the articulation versus, like you said, there's the realism and want the seamless. But again, obviously, that's going to hinder and possibly damage the figure depending on how well that material holds up over time. Yeah.
First impressions, man. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. I mean,
of the figure, or of the movie in general?
The figure. I mean, the movie in general looks gorgeous, man. I still have yet to see it. I've just been sick and haven't been able to check it out, but I don't like how these are looking. I really don't. And are they teasing a Banshee? Like, for real?
I think they are, yeah. I mean,
you show them a few
That
times.
is crazy. That is crazy, man. And wow.
Yep.
Yeah, these are the right ones, right?
Excuse me.
This is the newest one?
Yeah, these are the new ones. Yeah, because they dropped both of them tonight.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll pull up Neytiri here after this. Oh yeah, bam, there it is. Wow. Full on.
That just looks goofy, dude. I mean, that Banshee is way too smaller. These figures are way too damn big, man. Something is definitely underscaled in my opinion, bro. I don't. This is doing nothing for me, man.
No, not feeling this one.
I am out. I am out. I'm saving myself some money on these things.
What would have done it for you? Like, what's turning you off from this? What would turn you on, I should say?
Well, I think that's a topic for another stream, bro. But
yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think aesthetically they look great, man. In my opinion, it's just the design that I'm not really feeling. The colors are nice and bright. That's cool. It seems faithful to to the previews that I've seen. Mm-hmm. But they just look out of scale, man. It doesn't look proportionally. It just looks all wrong. I don't know, man. The arms look way too big. The legs look way too small. I mean, maybe that's how it's supposed to look. I mean, again, I guess take my opinion with a grain of salt because I haven't really seen the movie yet.
Yeah.
But just judging off the first one, they just don't. It just doesn't look proportionally. It doesn't look right.
Yeah. Beam, what about you? What do you think? First impressions?
Well, when I first saw it, it was that the group that was going to complain about it not being a seamless body, kind of flashed through my head.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I think it looks good. I mean, for what it is. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Avatar, but I still wouldn't mind picking them up
Yeah.
because they are unique to me, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Guys, did the movie already hit like the number 5 like most of all time already?
Mm-hmm.
Something like, it was like
1.7 billion.
Well, you know, keep
Did
in
it hit
mind,
7
man.
billion?
It's still a fantasy style show or
Yeah.
movie, and most people are burnt out on Marvel, DC.
Yeah.
Right. So when something new comes out like this, and it's a sequel from 09, people have been waiting for it. It's just something totally, you know what I mean? It's fresh. You know, you're like, oh, cool. I want to go see this. You know, so
Yeah.
it's gonna make money. You know, it's gonna make money.
Yeah. And I appreciate that, man, that Hot Toys is giving us something different outside of the big 3 IP too, man. I mean, this is another one-off, you know, that's niche, which, you know, I appreciate, but again, it's just something about it that is just not appealing to me.
At least they gave us Neytiri this time.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually gave us more than Jake Sully. So you gotta give them that.
Let me, speaking of, let me bring that one up next.
It is weird that they have the Banshees there, though.
Dude, real quick, Jay, how many people you got watching tonight, man?
I think from what I see, I got 27. If this is
Yo.
this is right, which is
All
again
y'all that are out there doing
my highest so far.
Coming in.
So
Hey,
thank
yeah,
you
man.
all for tuning in.
I shared it in my group too, man. I was like, go and check them out, man. First stream.
I shared
Come
it on
on
Instagram.
in.
Yeah, we're all sharing, man. So everybody,
Yeah,
you know,
man.
drop a like from my man, give him a sub if you haven't already, and yeah, let's
Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
support the brother.
Thank you all for your support again now and on the replay. I appreciate it. Yeah, coming up as a new content creator, your time is definitely appreciated amongst all these veterans here. So yeah, man, appreciate the any support and you guys again for being on the show with me and helping out the little guy.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Always, man.
Yeah, so Neytiri, going on to Neytiri here. Similar thoughts. Mario, going back to you.
You know what it is? I think in this shot right here, okay, this is looking better.
Yeah.
I think it's her waist. She doesn't look like slim enough. You know what I mean? From what it's just from what I remember. I can't go back and, you know, because I haven't seen this movie in a while and say like, oh yeah, I just saw this recently and no, this is completely right or wrong.
Yeah.
This one does look a little bit better. I think it's just because of the female shape, you know, and everything. Proportionally, I guess she does look more accurate, but again, I haven't seen the first one in a while, and I haven't seen the second one yet. It doesn't look as bad as Jake Sully, in my opinion, bro. But
Yeah.
it's decent, man. This one's decent.
So yeah, you brought up a good point. I don't see Way of the Water anywhere. So is this from the first one or the second one? Did you guys tell me in the
so
chat?
haven't
Or
seen
how
the
do you guys
movie.
know? I haven't read anything on it yet. I'm just now pulling up the photos. So I'm not.
I would assume that this would be for the Way of the Water. You know, I mean, they're new figures that are out, and she was her hair like this in the first one? I think it was more tied back, or remember she had a bigger forehead, didn't she, in the first one?
Yeah, I don't think that headdress thing was there.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. I can't remember. But I thought she had more of obviously it's more of like a nautical theme in the second one. But unless I'm mistaken, I don't really see anything like that on these. And then plus, you know, like well, McFarlane, anyways, they've been showing Jake with the I don't know if it's called the Banshee, like the water one, the water Banshee, I guess I'll call it. And then here they're on the both of the Banshees that they have from the first one. So yeah, I don't know, but I think there's gears from the second one. So yeah, I don't know. Regardless, I'm just curious. Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to I digress. Sorry about that. But yeah, you know, Bean, what do you think about this?
Well, she looks good. Like I said, I'll probably pick these guys up because they're just different enough to add to the collection. I think they're cool. I hope they are the right scale, like Mario was pointing out earlier with Jake Sully, because they're like supposed to be 9-10 feet tall, right?
Yeah, I'm curious about that
So,
too. If these are actually going to be just as
I
tall.
hope they scale to what they're supposed to.
Yeah, they will be. They're 6 scale. I mean, they're always supposed to be in scale. So,
Right.
Supposed to be. Yeah.
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 Keyword, bro.
Well, I mean, I think they would look very strange if,
Well, the way
you
they've been
know.
doing it now, for sure, I think they'll be the right size.
Yeah, I think so. Not for me. Not for me. I think these look like giant toys, but they're accurate, right? So I can't take away that from Hot Toys, but they just look more like toys to me. I can't
Mhm.
get that out of my head. I
It's
don't know if I'm
always
being
exposed
stuck up,
joints.
but yeah, I'm just.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
that's
like to
fair.
see them on my shelf. I feel like I'm collecting legends or something. It just doesn't for me.
Mm.
I just if they went
No.
seamless, that'd have been cool. But then people would complain. There's always one or the other.
Oh
right?
yeah. It's like I said, bro. You're gonna sacrifice the realism for the articulation
Yeah.
in favor of the articulation, man. So this is the decision they decided to go.
I mean, the only thing they kind of have going for them is they're blue.
Yeah.
So you can kind of, or like that pose or that sort of. You can kind of hide them, right? See, like her right arm is, her elbows are hidden. That
But
twist
those
in the
knees,
leg.
bro.
I know.
Look at the Harley knees, man.
That's why I never got that Harley. I was just like, nope, that's gross.
Yeah.
Feet, right? Her bare feet with the slit
Patas,
between.
right?
Yeah, man.
I don't mind that Harley, to be honest with you. That's the only Harley I have.
Yeah, she's all right. Look, the sculpt's is the only thing she's got going for her. Like those feet, bro.
I was
Those
really hoping to get
knees.
one for Suicide Squad, though.
Yeah, well, that would have been nice, right? If we had like a red dress version, that would have been really good. They could have just done like Ray arms and then the rest of the regular body, and she'd have been perfect.
Yeah, her base is dope though, dude. On the cherry, I'm taking some closer look on some of the stuff that's on there on the exclusive version.
Oh, I see. Let's see. Oh, I didn't see the exclusive version. Did they have that on here? Maybe I'm looking at the. Is it on the Facebook page?
Or deluxe? There's a deluxe version. Excuse me. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Actually,
let's see here. Deluxe. I gotta keep scrolling here. Oh, is this it?
there you go.
Oh yeah. Okay, there he is. There we are.
Nice. I like it.
Okay, nice. Yeah, that does look cool. Whoa! Wow, it even glows. Powered by USB. USB.
Hey, USB.
Yeah, they can do more of that more often.
Yeah,
That
you
is
actually have it in the Jake Scully too. So looks like the same base. Yeah.
Yeah, but see, this is gonna be pricey. I mean, the original Jake was like $315.
But that was a long time ago, though, man.
That was a long, so it's gonna be even more, bro.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna
But
be
you
more,
think so, dude? I mean, because that one was a seamless body, wasn't it? So there's different materials, bro. So they might have gone with the exposed joints just to keep the cost down, possibly. I'm just spitballing,
I think not. Only because the bodies are tall. So these
they're custom. They're definitely
they are custom because you can't because they're barefoot. You can tell like they're not using extenders on the ankles. So these bodies are actually tall bodies, like really tall bodies. No one's this tall except like Yao Ming or somebody, like they're tall, bro. So these bodies aren't frequently used. So I feel like that's maybe where the cost is gonna come in. I'm expecting
not seamless.
No, I didn't think he was either. The original?
Yeah,
and he was $315. So and then with a deluxe base, this can be like $385. But now who's going to spend $385 plus tax and shipping for this? I mean, it's tough.
Yeah, that's more expensive than Aragorn, man.
I was gonna say, even if you get like 1% of the people that went to go see this movie, that's still I think that might be a win for them for Hot Toys.
Well, you know what? Hang on a second. Let's see if Secret Base actually has pricing up yet.
Okay.
I'm talking to Joel right now, trying to find out actually. Well, you can go look.
Yeah, I'm looking right now, bro. Okay, they are up. These guys are going for $24.30 and $21.30 Hong Kong. So
wait, what is it? $21.30?
Yeah, $21.30.
So that's $272. Right.
Plus add another 30% for the sideshow
30%.
tax.
Yeah. So what? 272. I don't know. Plus fucking
353.
30%.
30%.
Thanks, Trimble, for the confirmation.
350. You're looking at least probably.
And that's not the deluxe. See,
Yeah.
I called it. Look at that shit. I knew it. The deluxe is probably like 385.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me take
I
another
wouldn't
look.
be surprised if it was almost 4. I mean, like on 4, like that 4. If you said 315 for the first one, it wouldn't surprise me if the deluxe was like 415.
That actually is for the deluxe, bro.
Wait,
That is for
272?
that is for the deluxe. Yeah, to 272.
So,
Plus tax plus shipping. Are you sure? Well, 30%. So what is that? Like 350?
yeah, 353.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty damn close. So then the regular's what? Probably like 220, 230.
Okay, here we go.
Math.
The regular one, okay, for Jake Sully, 2130
Mhm.
for the standard one, and then
That's
2430 for the deluxe.
Oh, see, 2430. So here now we're talking
Right.
different. So it's
Yeah,
311.
So
And then add
21
30%.
Yeah, they're both the same price, 2130 for the standard, which is
So what's 30% of 311? That's at least another $100.
404.
damn. Wow.
So that's
yeah.
more
Wow.
with the base,
405.
the base version.
Yeah, they'll probably do
Yeah,
405.
that's an Iron Man, dude. That's an Iron Man figure.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, the Iron Strange currently is more than that. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, there you go, folks. Just heads up what to expect, more or less.
Yeah, Joel sent me the pictures too. Yeah, 2430 for both, 2130 for both. So both standards, both deluxes. So you guys ready to cop $1,000 for 2 deluxe Avatar figures?
Shit, why not, man? If I go see the
Well-
movie, man, and if it's that good, I'm gonna hell yeah, I'm gonna go to these things.
Mhm.
Hell yeah, man.
Spent
That's what I now
$1,000
know,
on Jokers.
but I always
Yeah,
have
no, I
the
was
right to
gonna
change
say.
my mind if I see the movie.
You do. Yeah. Hey, you can't change your mind. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, man.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. I was gonna say the same thing. Beam on the Joker.
But yeah, the quality was there on those Jokers for sure.
Yep. Well, gentlemen, all right. I know we would try to keep that short and we went a little longer, but that's because we had this breaking news here. But yeah, sorry, Calvin, if you're listening out there, sorry, man. Hopefully everything's good. Sorry you weren't able to join us. Not sure what happened there on your end, but maybe in the next one, go around the room real quick. Mario, what do you got coming up, man? Anything you want to plug real quick?
Well, first and foremost, man, thanks for having me on again. It's cool hanging out with y'all tonight. Shit. And we got a Saturday going on.
Last time I
Dark
checked, yeah.
Side. Yeah, man. So we got you can catch
There
me on
we go.
Anthony's stream on Saturday night. For Legend of the Dark Side. LWO tomorrow night, actually, yeah. And
Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
LWO.
VZ, we got a seat for you, man, if you want to come through, bro. So
You
that'll
sure,
be on
man?
Marco's channel. Yeah, dude, come through, man, if you're up for it. And yeah, that'll be tomorrow night on Marco's channel. So can't wait to grill him or roast his ass like we always
Yeah.
do. LWO is always a fun time, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it right now, man. But again, thanks for having me on, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, man. Yeah, thank you again. But I'll say I'll give my gratitude at the end. Anthony, Mr. Mafia, what do you got coming up? A lot of things, I'm sure.
Yeah, dude. A lot of stuff. But no, this is cool, man. Congrats on the first stream, man. It's awesome. It's good times. Well, tomorrow morning, it's another thing I got to get up early because of the time zone. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna have Yost on my channel for about an hour or two, from Jazz Inc. So we're gonna be doing a live kind of community update / Q&A for people in the chat if time permits, and also gonna be doing that again with XO6. We were supposed to do it today, but we're gonna, I don't know, that's probably gonna be in the next couple days. And then Saturday, our main stream Saturday nights.
Yep.
And that's about right there, man, for now.
Nice, yeah.
Oh,
Is
Tuesday
it
night,
busy?
Tuesday night, man. Also check us out.
Oh,
for
yeah, we
Shelf
forget. Yeah.
Worthy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Tuesday
we
nights.
Started a
Well,
new
we
clothing
passed
show,
it. We're
man.
on Thursday, so I'm thinking of like
Yeah.
what's ahead up till Sunday. But yeah, Tuesday. That's fun, man. We have a lot of good time over there, posing figures and just hanging out.
Yeah, man, that's cool. Yeah, I caught a clip of that, so that's awesome that you guys are doing that. Just all of you guys are putting out more content, it seems like, so that's awesome. Everyone's just motivated. Maybe it's, I don't know, part of the new year, hyped up, new YouTube creator mind going. But yeah, no, that's awesome to see all you guys all putting out that content, and not just you guys here, but all the other content creators, that we all follow.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
That's cool. Beam, what about you? Tell the fine folks what you got going on.
I just put up my showcase series episode of Attack of the Clones Yoda today.
Yeah.
That's up on the channel now. Monday we're live. I think Peasy's going to join us on Monday, I think.
Yes,
And
sir.
then,
Yes.
Yeah, so me, Michael Elliott, my brother Blue Tattoo, Alex Montano, Local Lou, big collector, if he can join us. Yeah, I'll be live on Monday talking about all the figures that come out and anything else that we feel like talking about. Definitely be talking about the Last of Us series on Monday.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
And then I'm really trying to get some more painting videos done, some more painting live streams done. That's a goal of mine for this year.
Okay.
Getting some more painting done. So
Nice.
yeah, so that's about it.
Yeah, man, the new photos are looking good too with the new camera. Congratulations
New
again.
camera.
Yeah.
This thing is freaking
What'd you
cool.
get?
It's a Canon Rebel.
Oh,
Okay.
not bad. Yeah. That's good, man.
T7. Yeah, it's my new toy.
Awesome.
Nice.
Well, if you guys haven't already, I'm sure you all have, but for those of you that are new to my stream and new to the collecting community, check out the guys' YouTube here, their social media. I only have a couple at the moment, but I'll go back and I'll put them in the description below. But yeah, I'm sure most of you guys know SixScaleMafia, El Professoro, and S Beam. So again, I'll put those in the description below, and be sure to check them out if you haven't already. And again, thank you, my panelists, for coming through and making it on my other new stream, I guess I should say. This is the second one I got going on. So yeah, I appreciate you guys taking the time, you veterans in the game, and coming out and speaking on the stream. In addition, all the viewers, all the viewers who came in, popped in even for a little few minutes to see what's going on, decided that wasn't for me. You still gave it a try, which I appreciate. Right? That's part of it, taking the first step and just checking it out. So regardless, and those of you who stay to the end, again, much appreciation for your time and tuning in, commenting. My heart's always in the chat because that's where I started, and yeah, that's where it'll stay. And now I'm just expressing my thoughts and opinions as well. So again, thank you all for who
And subscribe, man. Come on,
Yeah.
and subscribe.
Everybody in here, man. Drop a sub, drop a like.
Yeah.
You can be modest. I can be a dick. And subscribe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Subscribe, man. It's gonna
I
make you
appreciate
100,
that.
man, starting out. Yeah,
Let's go.
of course.
No, yeah, you're right. I'm kind of. I personally don't like to push my channel like that. I figure
It's all right,
happen
I'll do it.
naturally. But yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah, Ant will get you there, man. Trust me.
Yeah.
Hey, and Mario's like 200 away from 1,000, right?
Yeah, he's almost
Yeah,
there.
that's
Almost
almost
there.
there.
Right around the
Yeah.
corner.
Almost there, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go subscribe to Mario too.
That's right.
There you
You
go.
guys
You
waiting
heard it
Yeah.
from the mafia. Yep.
And Beam.
And Beam.
Come on,
And
make sure.
Beam.
Come on.
Beam. Yep. Get them there. All right,
That's
folks.
right.
Well, thanks again for tuning in. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.